I don't know why, but like it's only been 2 weeks. It just feels like so long since I've read One Piece. That's what happens. I say this all the time, but that's what happens whenever there's a week off of One Piece. Like the week doesn't feel right. It feels too long. I need the Goda sauce, dude. I need it in my life. So, One Piece, chapter 857, titled Brook, which I'm not bothered with that. I have no idea what that is referring to, but this cover page is life. This cover page is fucking life, dude. It's all about that book greatness, bro. Absolutely amazing. I wish it was colored. Somebody color that for me and send it my way. Actually, somebody color that for me. But either way, we're gonna dive straight into the chapter. I'm hearing great things about this chapter from everybody, so I'm excited. And let's fucking go, man. But whoever requested this fucking cover page is a good man. Whoever requested is a good man. Sweet city outskirts. A quiet rain falls on the two. See, I'm so happy that Sanji has finally realized that he needs them, and he needs Nakama. He can't do everything alone, nor can he live without them at this point. Jinbei showed up. Yeah, I was totally surprised too. So Nami's safe then. I'm so relieved. But anyway, now we've just got to think about how we can meet up with everyone. I mean, young Roper's got it all under control, my boy. Slide you into the mirror world real quick. They'll all be stoked once they hear you're coming back. Nami and Co were more worried than anyone after all. Dude, that takes me back to the moment. Oh, I miss this dog. I can't possibly look Nami in the eye after everything I've done. It's Sanji, my boy. Get over it. You gotta take your punishment because she's gonna scold the man. You already know this to be the case. That's how Nami is. And then she's gonna be so happy that you're back. I could see Nami crying over the return. I could definitely see that. That would just be powerful in and of itself as far as the dynamic between the two of them. But it takes me back to the Zou arc when Luffy first arrived and Nami told him the news, man. It's actually been quite a while since then. And in spite of that, I caused them all terrible grief. Oh, the rain's letting up. You don't have to wallow in your despair any longer, my boy. You're not alone. Mirror World. There they are, and they've already pinpointed the location. Get Brule to scoop them in real quick. Let's be on our way to disrupting this whole ceremony. You think they'll be able to hear us, even through these tiny mirror fragments? The last mirror we used to talk with you was broken while I was on top of this giant tree monster who called himself King Bong. So, there has to be at least a couple of pieces laying around the area. Hey, Luffy! Hey, Luffy, are you there? That's Chopper's voice. Hey, found it. It's coming from this little piece of mirror. Luffy, see this? Bro, I'm telling you, dude. Mirror fruit should be in the hands of somebody doper, because I can only imagine the applications if it got awakened, but nevertheless. Why is there a voice coming from the mirror? That's what shocks you, my dude, after all you've seen. It's a long story, but all you need to know is that Chopper's inside the mirror with everyone else. Chopper, are you guys all right? Ah, Luffy, you're really there. I'm so glad. Luffy, do you have Sanji with you? Yep, he's right here. What about you? We're able to find and rescue everyone from inside the mirrors, Luffy. And what's more, Brook was actually able to get his hands on a copy of the Poneglyph. He's still Soul King for MVP of the fucking arc, man came through. Whoa, really? You guys really are the best. Even if you praise me, it won't make me happy or anything, you bastard. Karen is fucking amazing, dude. You're already starting to adopt the man's mannerisms. The two of them together is just life, dude. Yo, you dunderhead. Yo, Soul King is too real, man. Brook is on point right now. I love the man. Like it's on point. It's just off because I feel like the dynamic would be perfect with some Usopp thrown in, like Carrot. Because originally you already knew it's the three of them. Just having Carrot throw it into the trio, and then Nami can linger on the side because you do have that scared trio, but. It's interesting because then Brook's always been a part of it too, but I think Usopp would just really set off the dynamic, right? Luffy, it's great that Sanji's with you, but were you able to reach an understanding? Shade free, cutting those hard ass questions. Brago's up in here. Yo, what's good, bro? I haven't talked to you in a while. I need to catch up. Sanji's not coming back just yet. I don't know why you guys are surprised by that. Starting now, we're going to bust up Big Mom's tea party and wedding and save Sanji's family. And once we're done, Sanji will come back to us. I don't see why you guys are surprised by this. You should already know that this was the course things we're going to take. Luffy, we're talking about a Yonko here. The last thing I want is to endanger everyone. No, endanger Nami because of my own selfishness. That's why you even have to just throw that in there, dude. But I do like the focus on this right here. I really do. You have to contextualize it like that, though, my boy. Everyone was fine. What the fuck? What the hell's your problem? I heard you had a huge fight with Luffy, so I was crazy worried, you dummy. I'm just so happy you tell me. Bro, seeing Carrot mimic him is just amazing. I absolutely love it, man. Really looks up to the man at this point. You simpleton. So as long as we do all that, Sanji will come back to the crew, right? Nami, and Sanji, regarding the matter of you throwing me down into the depths of fear itself. Yo! Straight through the heart, dude, like a dagger. I knew it though. You couldn't get off scot-free, my dude. It's all good. She's gonna embrace you as soon as you actually get back there. You have to take you have to take the reprimand. It's necessary. You did put everyone through quite a bit. That panel is goat though. That panel is fucking sick. But I suppose I can put it behind me for the time being. The tea party is just around the corner after all. So I'm going to bring you back, even if I have to drag you. Got it, Sanji? Bro. And then twisting it slightly. All the while, it's still so loving. That's why Nami's amazing, dude. Could you be proposing to me, Nami? This all makes me feel oddly relieved. Well then, Luffy, we all know what we've got to do. Yep, and now that I think of it, Sanji's big sis saved my life. Yeah, you guys gotta make sure if at least Reiju needs to come out of this okay. I'm gonna be salty. Then we must save her at all costs. That's easier said than done. Even though we don't necessarily have to take out Big Mom herself. Every time Mama has a tea party, she looks forward to it from the very bottom of her heart. To destroy all that would mean her never-ending rage, dude. To incite the full-blown wrath of one of the Yonko. And what's more, you all, it seems you've already been confronted by various ministers, but within the Big Mom pirates, they are but the tip of the iceberg. Wait, what? There will surely be many fierce warriors above even them in attendance at the tea party. Oh, he's just talking about the minute. For a second, I was thinking of the Sweet Commanders. Like, who out here is transcending Sweet Commanders? The ministers. Some of them are actually based, and I'm still. Fucking Capone fucking involved in it. It's not right. It's not right. I wanted to see some hype from him. And not to mention, the emperors of the underworld invited from various nations from across the seas. Yeah, I forgot they're going to be in attendance. As for we who are standing against them, there are merely 10 of us. Hey, don't you include us in this mess. Don't go fudging the numbers. There are merely 8 of you, not 10. Nah, you guys are pawns in the grander scheme of things now. You just gotta resign yourself to it, Brule. And you can all go and get yourself murdered as far as I'm concerned. Luffy, I already talked about this with everyone on this side. Jinbei gives 0 fucks, completely tooting the bell. But forgive me for changing the subject, but there's something you need to hear. Do you know of Capone Gang Bege? Let's go. Wait, so is Jinbei... That's true. Yo, I forgot about... Okay. I see where this is going. Yeah, he's the guy who made off with Sanji. Right. He's one of the worst generation. In other words, one of your contemporaries. In his native West Blue, there are 5 enormous mafias which have the underworld of the entire sea under their control. The 5 great families of the West. And of the 5 bosses of those mafias, one of them is none other than Gang Bege himself. The moniker Gang comes from the remnants of his younger days. And he was one crazy whippersnapper. He became infamous as a loose cannon, you see. I mean, you're not telling me anything I didn't already suspect at this point, Jinbei. Al, you're too nice. You gotta stop. Okay, you're forbidden from using the super chat anymore. I really appreciate it though, but yeah, I feel like I have to give you guys something back in return when you use it. He was a loose cannon as a whippersnapper. Jinbei, man. I've heard that he's the sort of man who cut off animals' heads and laugh as he watched their writhing bodies. I mean, wouldn't put it past him either. What? That's beyond terrible. And if you change animals to organizations, they met the very same fate at his hands. And now he set his sights on the big vampires. Here's the thing. I even still, Capone is dope, dude. Capone is a savage. I think he's being, unless he has like some foolproof plan, I think he's being a little hasty. Not as much as Jaji, mind you. Jaji's a fool, but I expect a lot more of a meticulous plan as far as Capone is concerned to be making these heavy moves. Even back in his younger days, he was already gunning for the heads of the bosses of the underworld. Even if they command an entire family, he goes straight for the head of any boss who dared resist him and no one else. But in spite of all that, he showed no interest in improving his status or acquiring territory. He stole money and precious items. Nothing else, because he's a fucking boss, dude. Priorities on point right there. From then on, he sat back and watched the blood-soaked struggles for power. And he's just watching for pure amusement purposes. Hearing Jinbei kind of frame Capone's character like this, because there's nothing we haven't seen from him already. But it's just dope to hear, man. He's painting him as an absolute savage, which he's been getting more and more build up as time has gone on, man. I do have to give it to them. I do have to give it to them as far as building up the worst generation. Aside from Appo, I don't know. We're not even gonna go there. He merely laughed as he watched the powers that be in the underworld panic. Saying he's a man with bad taste would be an understatement. However, in this world, it's eye for an eye. Before long, those who would seek revenge on him came for his head in droves. And yet, that was all fun and games for Bege. He had an ironclad fortress awaiting them and sent them packing with their tails between their legs, laughing all the while. The man stored some ridiculous armory. And once he grew bored of his dominance of the land, he set out to the seas, but his methodologies didn't change. He quickly gained infamy by taking only the heads of renowned pirate captains, but leaving their crews intact. Bro, that's twisted as fuck. And why are you telling this to all of us now, Jinbei? Even when he journeyed out to sea, he was continuously chased by those seeking revenge. And to someone like that, there's no better hiding place than under the umbrella of a Yonko. So Bege became a subordinate of Big Mom's. And now his sharpened wariness, in addition to his defensive prowess, have had their value acknowledged. And as of this tea party, he's finally earned the title of Rook. Ah, there's where the title comes comes in. All right, I see. As a combatant in Big Mom's forces, and has been given full authority over the security detail. Bro, are you serious right now? I didn't realize that he had full control of the security of the event. Means he's that means he's working shit far more than I even thought initially. Capone is about to go in, bro. Since he and his men will be on guard duty, that means that, especially with the disorganization within the Charlotte family right now, I still think the miscommunication is going to be key. There'll be no one to get in his way. The main event of this tea party is the wedding ceremony. And as you know, Big Mom is planning on slaughtering every one of the Vinsmokes at that ceremony and obtaining all of the Germa for herself. But amidst all the festivities, Bege intends to take Big Mom's head then and there. Bro, look at that. That panel is sick, man. That panel is sick. Yo, Capone, bro. Capone is crazy. Are you serious? This tea party is just steeped with conspiracy. You're telling me, my boy. This one, I already thought about that angle and that interest of Capone, but knowing how meticulously he's planned to this extent is about to get even crazier than I thought possible. Luffy, as for Peckhams, who guided you all here, the truth is he was taken by Bege and his cohorts and was offered to become an accomplice with their schemes. Peckhams? So that's where he went. But Peckhams, who has a strong sense of duty, refused the offer. In order to ensure that he kept quiet, he was shot and dropped into the seas for the sharks to feed on him. However, luckily for him, he was found by one of my comrades and saved by a hair's breadth. And he's currently recuperating, so that's how he's abreast of this entire situation right now. So he's safe then. I'm glad to hear it. But I've had it up to here with this Bege bastard. I'll never forgive him. I'll just add it to the list, my dude. Just add it to the list of people I'll never forgive, Luffy. You gotta finesse the situation a little bit, my dude. You can't just keep making enemies left and right. Luffy, from here on out is the meat of the conversation. I've heard everything about this plan from Peckhams himself, and I've done quite a bit of thinking on how you all should act from here. Once you heard this whole story, I knew that you would want to rescue Sanji and his entire family. I certainly feel bad for Peckhams, but is now really the time to make an enemy of Bege? Jinbei knows. See, this is the kind of wise counsel that the man needs by his side at all times, though. The tea party will begin. All you gotta do is leverage the chaos that the man incites. The tea party will begin at 10 a.m. That's only about 5 hours away. That Luffy's face right there is amazing. He's like, wait, what are you saying right now, Jinbei? What are you saying? Unlike the 10 of us who, starting now, are trying to make up a plan from scratch, I told you to not include us in your little schemes. You fiends, I'll expose all of this. Just you wait. Shut the fuck up, bro. Somebody gag him. Bege and his crew have meticulously made preparations for this day. That's what I'm saying, dude. Sanji, Luffy, would you join forces? You want to form an alliance with the man? I was just saying play off of his chaos and don't confront him and use that as your opportunity. This is even crazier. Jinbei, man. I like the way you think. The thing is, I don't know if Luffy's actually gonna go along with that, dude. Once he's uttered. Well, all right, I just have to eat my words right there. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Even Sanji, go Luffy, are you insane? You might be onto something there. I would have never anticipated the man would say this. I never anticipated the man would say this. Luffy, you haven't actually been taken in by Jinbei, have you? See, what did I tell you? Just what I thought he'd say. Jinbei, dude. Luffy, we voted against it, 4-2. I've actually already made the preparations for a meeting. Should we go see him? All right, let's meet with him right away. Interesting, dude. This is actually going to be pretty high. Calm down. If we don't like the sound of it, we can just turn him down. Our objectives are slightly different after all. See, that's the thing. I think at least opening up to the dialogue. That's some development and maturation for Luffy right there. Because normally, I would have assumed that the man would straight up just be like, "Nah, fuck it. He's a bastard. I'll take him out and everyone else and Big Mom, and that's how it's gonna go." Actually listening to the wise counsel of Jinbei, though, because I think this is a good move, actually. Even if Capone is a fiend. Northwest Whole Cake Island, Fire Tank Pirates hideout. So did you off Bobbin? Indeed I did. He was chasing after Blackleg, and well, the German are my heroes at yo. Yeah, I knew it had to be him. Definitely one of my favorites as far as Capone's crew is concerned. Well, the German are my heroes after all. No. Do you really think those guys are coming, father? Jinbei isn't a man who joke around about something like this. Yo, look at him. Look at him, dude. That's boss status right there. Yo, who is this lord on the side? Yo, this dude on the left side looks like a boss. Dude on the left side looks like a boss. Caesar Capone's crazy. He kind of looks like Caesar, I'm not gonna lie, but he's far more sinister. That aura that he gives off is far more sinister. It's a dope shot, dude. If he does anything to piss me off, all we gotta do is take him out right here. Gang is gonna get. You would drop the Godfather reference, trying to make him even more of a lord than he's been appearing. Gang is gonna give Luffy an offer he can't refuse. I did not expect this development right here. Don't get ahead of yourself, though, Capone. You're clearly an OG. I respect you intensely at this moment. But if you think you can just take Luffy out whenever you damn well please, let's be out of your goddamn mind. Either way, shout out to Jinbei for orchestrating all this, because the man's thing, that rational mindset is something that we heavily need. Because even people that are even members of Straw Hats, like I said, that are rooted in cowardice and would think of the best and easiest scenario possible, still wouldn't offer that solution. No, I think the closest we'd get from somebody else, as far as who else would offer this plan to Luffy, would probably just be Robin or Zoro. And I don't even know if Zoro would do so, man. I could see it from Robin, though. Either way, shout out, and I have to applaud Luffy here, because I did not. Once the man says, "I'll never forgive you," that's usually it, dude. That's usually it. Oh well, shit's dope. Shit's dope. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm gonna look in this chat real quick. Yeah, but I saw that Dr. Stone came out. I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I'm not gonna do a video on it. I all of these new series, you know what I'm saying? I just like reading them and checking them out myself. If they flourish into something, substantial, then I'll start getting into it. Unless like I read the chapter and I really feel this overwhelming desire to talk about it, then I'll just talk about it, but I'm not gonna react to it. Great Counselor Jinbei, yeah. It's a dope name. But yeah, I'll see about that. I might. We'll see. I mean, it's not gonna be now because I gotta get going. Actually, yeah, I'm late. I actually really gotta get going. That took a lot longer than I expected. But yeah, let me just scroll up through this real quick. Judge has a plan. We don't. I trust your analysis of the situation, Brago. I don't know though. I really don't. I mean, I think he's still being underestimated. I don't know if he foresees what's about to unfold though. Capone is an OG. Capone is a fucking OG. But anyway, I really gotta go. Thank you guys for coming through. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed. and I will see you all later. Peace.